My money all stamped in blue indigo. Shiny things on my chain, that's go Figaro. You can't stand little bitch, need to let it go. I'm the man, dirty dang, you a silly hoe. Suburban broad with the heat. Always got baddies up in my Jeep. Whip it so proper, I'm crossing my T's. Love on my wrist is aesthetically freezing.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Oscino back with another review, and this time we are reviewing Smif-N-Wessun The All. Now, Smif-N-Wessun, two cats out of Brooklyn, part of the Boot Camp Clique, if anybody remember who the Boot Camp Clique is. If not, so I think some of the youngest don't know who it is, but anybody that's been around hip-hop a while, y'all know who it is, especially people who's, you know, really about that grimy New York rap. How can I say this? Smif-N-Wessun, they're coming with some, I would say, certified heat. To keep it short, I like it. One thing I would say about the grimy New York rap scene, you don't hear it a lot, so when you do hear it, I don't want to say it's kind of refreshing, but it's good to like hear something else that's different from what you usually hear, like the mumble rap and all that other stuff. I believe I said this before. I feel like some of this stuff is really needed, especially like the original boom bap and where New York came from. So these where hip hop came from, because this is New York. This is the mecca of, to me, not just basketball, the mecca of hip hop too. Hip hop started in New York. So with that being said, when you get what you get with Smif-N-Wessun All, I feel like you're getting a nice, consistent album. And I feel like Smif-N-Wessun always make consistent albums. The education of Smif-N-Wessun, it's like telling who they are for people that don't know. Cause obviously it's like if you're a young cat, you want to hear some Smif-N-Wessun, this might, you know, reintroduce you to who they are. And I feel like that's what I get with this. It's very, I don't want to say orchestra, but you know, it's very powerful when the way they come in, especially with the coming in. You get the back and forth from Smif-N-Wessun. They all flow off of each other, sort of like how the locks kind of flow off of each other. The All has some really good, I would say this, The All has some really good songs on here. Dreamland, you got Raekwon and Heather Victoria. Heather Victoria sounds nice on the chorus. You got Raekwon, you know, he always got that coke rap that you're finding in there. Raekwon really delivers a strong chorus. Another song is good is like Ocean Drive with Music Soul Child. I'm glad to hear Music Soul Child because you don't really hear from him in a long time, and most of the people that like Music Soul Child, you will be glad to hear from him. The last time I heard from him was on Rhapsody's Layla's Wisdom. So him doing another chorus is really good. I would say this, one thing I could say about all the beats on here, they're very true to New York, the boom bap, the hip hop, which is good. But at the same time, I feel like with this album, it's played safe. Like there's not a bad song on here, but at the same time, none of these songs really stand out. Like I feel like when I come to this album, there's like songs where I go, okay, this is really good. But it's not a lot of songs like, yo, that shit was fire. Like, this is where I'm coming back to all the time. But, you know, there are like a couple songs on here that I feel like you may come back to. But the one that really stands out to me is, for some reason, it's the last one. It's called One Time. It's kind of jazzy. It's kind of smooth. The one time, you know, two times. You know, they're rapping, they're coming off of each other. That's really good. I feel like most of this album, you're not going to say, well, these songs ain't bad, but it's mostly, wow, you're not taking a risk here. It's like, it's consistent. That's the most I can say about this. It's really consistent. And I appreciate them for that, because as far as someone like a Smif-N-Wessun, you don't really have to take risks. You don't even have to do nothing to make me think, oh wow, they really did their all. But at the same time, kind of like standard of the line, and if you thought this was okay, you're not gonna really come back to it. But if you thought this was fire, that's you. Rhapsody on Ultra Drive is really good too. It's good to hear her rap again. I'm hoping she drops another album. There's a lot of good features on here. Let me tell you about Rick Ross. Rick Ross with his raps, he's and this is another banger on here, I feel like, where it's really good. You can kind of like come back to. And like I said, Smif-N-Wessun is just really consistent. Overall, this is a really safe hip-hop album. It's not gonna jump out the window on you. It's gonna have some safe, consistent raps, let them know who they are, and if you're into this, you're really going like this. If you're like a casual hip-hop fan, you'll think this is okay. When I listen to this, it's like, cool. Alright, but that's just it. Like, this album's just cool. It's like, you're not gonna disappoint. If you're a fan of Smif-N-Wessun, you're definitely not gonna be disappointed. This your first time hearing them, you be like, I hope you're wondering if they got other stuff that's like goes harder than this, because I'm not gonna lie, I know who Smif-N-Wessun is, and I've heard some harder stuff from them. So you could go back to the old discography. If you like this, go back to the old discography. I feel like they have some much more harder stuff with that. But with that, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. So that's my review of Smif-N-Wessun's The All. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know what you think. Until then, my name is Oscino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.
Fuck a girl, fuck a woman, fuck a freaking, fuck a bitch. Fuck a